Hey guys, I messed up last night. I said last night was the 14th, but tonight is actually the December the 14th, and it's time for our Advent reading. So we're going to jump forward. We're going to go from the Old Testament back to the New Testament. We're going to go from Micah back to the book of Luke, which is Matthew, Mark, Luke, the third book of the New Testament, the third gospel. And we're going to be in Luke chapter 2 tonight, and we're going to read verses 1 through 7. Last night we heard Micah talking about, hey, Bethlehem, you're special because out of all the cities in the nation of Judah, you're the one that's going to be where the Messiah is born from. And that's kind of where we're going to pick up tonight. So this is titled Christ Born of Mary. It says, "And it came to pass in those days that a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This census first took place while Quirinius was governing Syria. So all went to be registered, every one to his own city. Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed wife, who was with child. So it was that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn." So last night, we read in Micah that Micah prophesied that the coming Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. That was some 400 plus years before the birth of Christ. Tonight we see that Caesar Augustus said, hey, we want to do this census. We want everybody to go back to their hometown and be counted. We want to know how many people is in our kingdom. So Mary and Joseph had to travel back to Bethlehem from Nazareth, from Galilee, back to Bethlehem so that they could be counted there, because you went back to the husbands where his family's lineage come from. So they had to go back there because King David, who is an ancestor of both Jesus and Joseph, his father, his earthly father, he had to go back there to be counted in the census. So that put them back in Bethlehem at just the right time when Mary was going to be ready to deliver. The city was full. Everybody was in town trying to take care of the census. So there was no room for them there in the inn. So they had to go to a stable, and that's where Christ was born in a manger there, or laid in a manger, which is a feed trough for his first little crib, so to speak. So, what are the chances that this all happened? It's not just coincidence. This is all a plan from God, and this just goes to show us that Christ is the Messiah that was spoke about in the Old Testament leading up to this, which gives us the ability to believe and the faith to know that his second coming is also going to happen, because the Bible, both Old and New Testaments, talk about the second coming of Christ, of the Messiah. So if he came the first time, according to all that was said in the Bible, he's going to happen again. So guys, I encourage you to get prepared for that. Find Christ, accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. And I hope that you can join us again as we continue to go through Advent, as we prepare for Christ's second coming. And we just want you to know that we love you. God bless you, and y'all keep praying.